Was it a resounding bang, a desperate knocking of people in distress, or a subtle sound wave picked up by sonar? The events of June 18, 2023 will undoubtedly be etched into the annals of history, remembered for years to come. The tragedy that befell the Titan submersible has left investigators tirelessly seeking answers to understand precisely what transpired. Finally, after much effort, they have uncovered some critical information. Now the pressing question remains: what happened in those final moments aboard the Titan submarine, and what did all the people on board experience? Let us delve into the details to find out. Exploring the iconic Titanic and its haunting remains is an adventure that captivates the imagination of many. The Titanic, which tragically sank on April 15, 1912, now rests on the seabed of the North Atlantic Ocean, approximately 600 kilometers southeast of Newfoundland, Canada. With the help of the Titan submersible, courageous explorers can descend to the ocean's depths and get up close to this historic shipwreck. However, on June 18, 2023, a devastating incident occurred during the expedition. The submersible, operated by the American tourism and expeditions company OceanGate, imploded. On board were several individuals, including Stockton Rush, the American CEO of OceanGate, Paul-Henri Nargeolet, a French deep-sea explorer and Titanic expert, Hamish Harding, a British businessman, Shahzada Dawood, a Pakistani-British businessman, and Dawood's son, Suleiman. Communication with the Titan submersible was lost 1 hour and 45 minutes into its dive. Concern arose when it failed to resurface at the scheduled time later that day. After 4 days of searching, a remotely operated underwater vehicle, ROV, found a debris field containing parts of the Titan, about 500 meters, 1,600 feet from the bow of the Titanic. The discovery was informed by the United States Navy's USN sonar detection of an acoustic signature consistent with an implosion around the time communications were lost, suggesting that the pressure hull had imploded while the Titan was descending, resulting in the instantaneous deaths of all 5 occupants. But how did the US Navy come across this distinctive acoustic signal? Were they able to detect a thunderous explosion, a slight pop, or maybe a faint sound wave captured by sonar? Before we delve into the specifics, it's crucial to grasp the initial information disclosed. Investigative authorities initially informed us that the US Navy had recorded an acoustic anomaly using their highly confidential listening devices. The realm of underwater exploration holds numerous enigmas and surprises, and one of the most captivating aspects is the notion of acoustic anomalies. Essentially, an acoustic anomaly refers to any sound that deviates from the expected audio profile of the underwater environment. It's unexpected, unusual, and often cloaked in mystery. These sounds may vary from faint murmurs to resounding bangs, arising from diverse factors like natural phenomena, human activities, the presence of underwater creatures, or, in this particular case, a tragic and unfortunate implosion. What is particularly astonishing is that the US Navy detected the implosion mere hours after the Titan submersible embarked on its 12,500 feet deep ocean dive. Although the Navy initially withheld this discovery from the public, stating they couldn't definitively confirm the accuracy of the sound, an implosion at such depths would generate a deafening and violent noise, resonating throughout the ocean. The immense pressure at such depths would have caused the implosion to occur almost instantly, creating a shockwave traveling at extraordinary speeds through the water. Despite the submersible's rapid destruction, the sound of the implosion would have been unmistakable to the well-trained ears of the US Navy. To verify that the sound indeed resulted from an implosion, the Navy likely relied on their sophisticated acoustic monitoring equipment, designed to detect even the faintest sounds in the vast ocean. Illustrating the intensity of this sound, the pressure under the ocean becomes unimaginably intense, with each 33 feet of depth adding another atmosphere of pressure. At 12,500 feet depth, the pressure reaches an incredible 5,500 pounds per square inch. Consequently, the pressure is so immense that even the sturdiest equipment can fail, while the human body would be instantly crushed without the protection of a deep-sea submersible. The fact that the implosion sound was audible at such depths serves as a testament to the sheer force and power of the event, reminding us of the incredible and often perilous forces lying beneath the waves. Now, moving on to the safety aspects of the submersible, OceanGate expeditions encountered multiple warnings about possible safety concerns during the development of their submersible. According to a deep-sea engineer from California, Rush, the CEO of the company, ignored their initial warnings about the use of unsafe materials in the sub. Despite being made aware of the risks, Rush appeared enthusiastic about pushing the limits and introducing new materials into the construction of the Titan submersible, as disclosed during a meeting with Liz Taylor, the president of DOER Marine Operations, back in 2015. In 2018, David Lockridge, OceanGate's Director of Marine Operations, expressed concerns in a report stating that the sub under development required further testing and could endanger passengers at extreme depths. Subsequently, a lawsuit was filed against Lockridge by the company for allegedly breaching a non-disclosure agreement, but the case was eventually settled under undisclosed terms. In the same year, the Marine Technology Society echoed Taylor's warnings, recommending that OceanGate should subject its prototype to tests conducted by an expert third party before proceeding with passenger journeys to ensure their safety. However, Rush chose not to follow this advice and expressed dissatisfaction with regulations, asserting that commercial subs had operated safely for over 3 decades without significant innovation or growth due to these regulations. Rush decided to continue using carbon fiber to build the submersible, which tragically imploded during its last dive. Despite doubts surrounding his decision, some individuals like CBS reporter David Progue, who rode on the OceanGate submersible in 2022, believe that Rush genuinely believed in his design and was passionate about his work. Now, what occurred in the moments leading up to the implosion of the Titan? Debris from the submersible, including its tail end, was found approximately 1,600 feet away from the bow of the Titanic. These pieces of the Titan lie at an astonishing depth of about 12,500 feet below the surface, equivalent to stacking 9 Empire State Buildings on top of each other. At such depths, the immense water pressure would crush the entire human body, leaving only the bones intact, while crumpling any vessel with even the slightest crack or defect. Ecologist Nikolai Roterman explained to CBS News that if a submersible were to implode with a human body inside, there would be little chance of finding any remains. The deceased would have perished instantaneously, unaware of anything, as their bodies were subjected to pressure equal to the weight of the Eiffel Tower. Underwater, the pressure is about 380 times greater than on land. Those who have experienced diving at shallow depths can attest to feeling the pressure on their lungs, head, ears, and elsewhere. Even recreational non-beginner scuba diving without a special deep diving suit has its depth limits, around 130 feet, which is only a fraction of the Titan's depth. Descending deeper could lead to decompression sickness, commonly known as the bends, resulting in various discomforts and health issues. At the depth where the Titanic lies, the water pressure reaches an unbearable 5,500 to 6,000 psi. For comparison, a Rottweiler's bite equals 328 psi. A crocodile's bite measures up to 3,700 psi, and a great white shark's bite can reach 4,000 psi. The pressure exerted on the Titan during its implosion, along with that on the individuals inside, was like up to 10,000 tons pressing against them. A Mythbusters episode in 2009 demonstrated the effect of deep-sea diving pressure on a human-shaped dummy filled with pig parts. The experiment revealed a popping, spurting mass of red flooding the diving helmet as the dummy's suit was depressurized, confirming that no one could survive such pressure. And that experiment was conducted at a depth of only 300 feet, significantly shallower than the Titan's depth, which was more than 40 times that depth. Blair Thornton, a marine autonomy professor at the University of Southampton, explained that even minuscule or microscopic defects could lead to a submersible imploding at such depths, causing the crew to vanish in the blink of an eye. However, Spanish submarine expert Jose Luis Martin suggests that the 5 individuals aboard the OceanGate submersible were probably aware of their fate for about a minute before their tragic demise. According to Martin, the submarine may have been in a state of freefall for approximately 48 to 71 seconds before imploding, and during this time, the passengers on board would have been cognizant of the impending disaster. Martin told the Spanish news outlet NIUS that the controlled immersion of the Titan might have encountered an electrical fault, resulting in a loss of thrust for the craft. As a consequence, the weight of the passengers and the pilot, concentrated near the front end close to the viewport, could have disrupted the submersible's longitudinal stability. Subsequently, the submersible would have been descending headlong toward the seabed without the ability to be maneuvered. With its control and safety functions damaged, everyone rushes and crowds on top of each other. Imagine the horror, the fear, and the agony. It had to be like a horror movie, Martin said. As the submersible descended into the ocean's depths, the hull faced a sudden increase in pressure, causing a strong compression of the container where the tourists and pilot were located. In those moments of total darkness, they would have come to the grim realization of their dire circumstances. After around 48 seconds to 1 minute, the implosion occurred, resulting in instantaneous death, as Martin explained. That's all from us today. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. If you find this video informative, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell. Thanks for watching.